You guys can see it.
Yeah.
That the shop decided not to air their episode because they didn't want to give Kanye West hate speech a platform,
So she just mentioned LeBron's The Shop and how they didn't air the episode that they did with Kanye.
according to
So
their press release.
that brings us to our friend Nori, who's with us right now. Nori and EFN decided to have Kanye back on Drink Champs, and I guess I'll start here, Nori. What was the logic for you guys in giving him the platform to come on and talk with you?
Well, the logic was the same way you guys are giving me the platform. I think you guys have love for me. You guys have respect for me. You guys think that I should have a say. There wouldn't be no drink chance if it wasn't for me coming to this very show and doing my expressions. You know what I'm saying? I remember I came up with the idea to do drink chance after Prodigy wrote his book. And Prodigy wrote his book, and I had to have a rebuttal because obviously I was in the book. You know what I mean? And I would come up to this show, I would come up to the other show, and I started to realize that, you know what? I should have my own show. So this started from there. Now with Ye, I have a relationship with Ye. You know, when he was going through a lot of the things that he was going through, he would call me and he would actually listen to me and take my advice. So I felt I could control the situation. I felt that I could control the interview, and I've learned early on that I didn't. Like, you know, as a black man, I feel like I failed. As a human, I feel like I failed. But as a journalist, I succeeded because as a journalist, you're not really supposed to have an opinion. You're supposed to let people talk. And my biggest critique on Drink Champs is, Nori, you always cut people off. And this is the one time I didn't cut the people. I thought I should just stick to what the script is and cut everyone off. But
Shut
I
up.
sincerely
Shut up.
apologize to anybody that hurt by Kanye's words, by Kanye's actions.
It's just bullshit.
Shut up, please. Please, shut up.
So
Shut up.
so
I
Kenny,
ain't
you
trying to hear
could,
none of that.
so you could jump in. So right, they took the interview down. Right, he apologized. He pleaded his case, as you can see on Hot 97. Once again, Rosenberg is Jewish. Right, so you can comment on that. But I also got a question: like, are we not allowed to share our opinions anymore? Go ahead, Ken. What you think?
I think it's some bullshit. Look, Nori, like you talking about as a black man and all this, you should have thought about being a black man while you was on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did not agree with what he said, you should have said it in the interview. There isn't, oh, I was inebriated. Oh, it was too far gone. No, Nick, if you was offended, then you should have said something. Don't come on the hate train afterwards with everybody else because you don't want to get your little show canceled. You know what I'm saying? Because after the interview, he was on IG talking about his views up and niggas is hating on him because he got views. He was boasting like
Mm.
immediately afterwards. And then once the hate train started, that's when he started backtracking, back dancing, back flipping, and pussy popping. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't backflip and pussy pop on a handstand.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah.
Don't come back pedaling. I don't like it because I feel like it's bullshit.
Word.
And with the whole anti-Semitic stuff, if you say Jewish people will be Jewish people, they will say you're anti-Semitic. Like that sentence alone, Jewish people will Jewish, and they will say that's anti-Semitic. The problem comes when when things like this happen and we see like how people thrust their power, you know what I'm saying, over conversation. There was nothing wrong with what he said. There was nothing, you know what I'm saying? Well, except for the George Floyd stuff. That was like, you know what I'm saying? Buddy, you're lying now. Now you're lying. Now with the real Jew stuff, I could rock with it. But when you talking about the cause of death, see, that's stamped as you're a liar. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, when people show their power, we be like, oh, they have real power. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we can have the same power too, but we choose not to. You know what I'm saying? Like when they bust and thrust their power, we get offended. We have a problem with it because we're censored. You know what I'm saying? Like when the alphabet folks, when they start calling shots and doing the hate train, niggas be like, oh, they have power. Well, y'all, we can have the same power. Like, but we just choose not to. So the outrage is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's typical, you know, but until real pushback happens, you'll continue the whole apology tour, taking back, you know what I'm saying? Just stand on what you say. I mean, you know, you'll get consequences anyway, left or right. So
Kenny, are you saying that slavery was a choice?
I agree that slavery was a choice.
I felt that in my chakra.
Yeah, slavery is a whole choice. Now, I disagree with, because I feel like you're not supposed to agree with a person like 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I disagree with like some of Kanye's like points because he doesn't read. The nigga said he don't read, and we know like by the looks of things that you don't read. You know what I'm saying? So you're not like the big time intellectual. So of course, I'm not going to just agree with everything because, you know, half of you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But for the stuff that makes sense, I rock with it. Slavery is a choice. It was a choice. Now, it was a bad choice. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad one. Pretty tough one. I couldn't imagine myself in a situation. I know I'll be rebelled out. You know what I'm saying? Probably get killed with a boo wham. You know what I'm saying? But it's a choice. We choose to brush our teeth in the morning. I mean, it's not slavery, but you don't have. You could go to work and with stinky breath. You know what I'm
saying? So you're saying that they should have fought the bullets with the hands and shit like that?
I mean, are they going to kill everybody? Because technically they need you. Technically, the clear people cannot do what we did because they would die out there in the sun. They carry all of these diseases that we don't carry. You know what I'm saying? So technically they needed us to build the whole foundation and the fabric of America. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to kill us all. You know, that's my thing. You know, there was rebellions like busting out left and right. It wasn't just Nat Turner, you know what I'm saying? So like things happen, but you know, I feel like when it comes down to freedom, nigga, put your life on the line. Period.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Kenny. I was with you in the beginning, but I'm not even gonna entertain the last few 60 seconds that you just spewed out, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, is it not a choice? Like in all honesty, right? Like I get it. It's bad. You can't even imagine. Like it was really harsh circumstances. I totally get it. We couldn't imagine in today's time some Jeffrey Dahmer, like 1,000 times Jeffrey Dahmer. I totally get it.
Yo, Kenny, I'm gonna hit you with this real quick, and then I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off of it because I don't even like to entertain stuff like that, right? Let's say you go to sleep tonight, right? You live with somebody?
I live alone.
All right, let's say somebody set fire to your house 2-3 o'clock in the morning and drag you out of your house, out of your sleep, beat you silly with all types of whips, chains, sticks, and what have you. All right, so and they enslave you. So you're telling me that's your choice to be enslaved? You just got your house just got set on fire. You got woken up in wee hours in the morning, beat and whipped. So you telling me that's your choice to continue to take that beating and that whipping? And
yes, hello. What do you mean?
If you think about it, Bub, you could choose that or that.
So let's just move right along. You know, I'm not even going to entertain that.
No, but it's not a
don't even do it, Bub. Don't even go into it.
You're not
don't even go into it, bro.
Wait, pause.
I'm not even going to entertain that. And that's the same type of energy we should be able to give Kanye. I'm not even going to entertain that right there, though.
No, but listen though.
Kenny, no, I'm not listening.
Why ask a question if you're not going to entertain? You don't get to do that with me, buddy. Bubba Spark. You don't get to do that, Bubba. You don't get to do that with me, Bubba Spark.
Bubba, you put yourself on mute.
You don't ask a question. You don't ask a question.
Kenny, give him a concise answer.
Okay. So
there is no concise answer. The fuck is y'all?
Dude just said that I was awakened out of. So someone broke into my home, right? Okay. Someone broke into my home here in the Bronx, right? They just broke it down. You know what I'm saying? Boom, got me up out my sleep. You know, yank. You know, fire. You know what I'm saying? And then they put me in the dungeon. They put me in a dungeon with everybody else with shit all over themselves and stuff and pee and all that stuff. They put me in a dungeon, right? So boom, I gotta go to work tomorrow. They making me go to work tomorrow and get my ass beat, tomorrow. And then I go back to the dungeon at nighttime. And then in the morning time, the next day, I go back out there and get my ass beat. I get it. But I could just choose to die. I could choose.
Not understood, Kenny. I don't get it.
Choose to die.
Well, so let me just give you a little bit more perspective, right? The people that were enslaved, right? They have beliefs too, right? So even and especially they were, if people want to say that they were introduced to Christianity here, right? But one of the main principles is suicide is a sin. So if people are heavy in their beliefs, is that an option for them, right? So you just got to consider it. Now, here's one thing that Bub needs to put into his hypothetical. They're doing whipping, beating, right, in front of the other slaves, but they're doing it to Mike Tyson. So it's not just anybody. It's the toughest nigga at the fucking plantation.
Exactly.
And they doing him dirty. So Joe
Schmo, they beat them, they raping them, they doing everything imaginable to the biggest, baddest motherfucker that they think is the biggest, baddest motherfucker.
So you're
not jumping out there. Period. You're not.
Psychological conditioning.
Hold on.
So
I think
now it took for
my
somebody
mic
to unlearn that.
My mic gotta be fucking broken. Got to be. Is it? Adrian, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so look,
your joint working, bro.
All right, I'm just making sure. So you just want to keep that into perspective, Kenny, and people go with the flow, right? The Joneses. So if Mike ain't fighting back no more, is you know what I mean? Is the less of a man gonna keep fighting back, right? And then also the insurrections that you mentioned, the movie about 12. What's the movie? The one that about Nat Turner they just came out with.
Oh, he's a slave?
No. Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
He never made it to Jerusalem. He didn't even get close. So now Denmark Vesey, they killed him in South Carolina before he even got off the plantation. The same with Gabriel Proctor. He was transpiring and the other slaves told on him because there's too many people with broken minds. So I just want to give y'all that with some history because you mentioned some other insurrections. So you guys can look up Gabriel Prosser, sorry. You know what I mean? So just in case, if you guys care to look it up. Go ahead, Sed, or did you want to just fill in on that, Kenny?
Subscribe,
tell a friend and tell a friend. We out.